Welcome to another GoldMine 101, our regular series of short presentations giving you hints and tips for getting the most out of GoldMine CRM. And in this session, I'm going to cover the document preview features, specifically on the links tab of a contact record. So hello, my name is Tim Wilmot. My company, Wizard Systems, we're a specialist CRM solutions provider who help out small and medium-sized organizations improve their sales, productivity, marketing, and customer support through the use of simple and affordable solutions like GoldMine. So this presentation will be about a quarter of an hour or so in duration, just a very short overview of this feature. Not meant to be in-depth training. My company, Wizard Systems, we offer lots of GoldMine training options if you want to explore those with us. The audio part of this presentation, those listening live, is one way only. You've got a question, please type that into the question box on your meeting control panel. Do my best to answer those at the end. And also at the end, I'll give you an update on any GoldMine product news as of mid-December 2020. And this call is being recorded. Those listening live, you'll get an email from our system with a link to recording that you can play back at your leisure. Just a brief mention about Wizard Systems. So we're a leading provider of top CRM solutions. We've been working with the GoldMine product for a long time now. We've implemented well over 3,000 GoldMine implementations all over the place into different types of companies. And we offer the total service around GoldMine, the product, upgrades, implementation, training, and support as well with our friendly, proactive help desk service. Okay, so let's get into GoldMine then and the preview feature. So I'm showing the links tab here against a contact record. I often refer to the links tab as the filing cabinet of GoldMine. So any document relating to this customer or prospect, this is where you could associate that document, link the document, and GoldMine creates a link to that file. The document physically isn't in the GoldMine system, just a link to that file and that file type. So if you think about any customer related document, purchase orders, quotes, important contracts, they could be associated with the customer record, and GoldMine allows you with these different file types to then preview that live within your GoldMine system without having to leave GoldMine. It saves you time. So that document is referenced on that links tab there, and you can create these by selecting new from the local menu, or you can drag and drop from your Windows Explorer onto the GoldMine pane, and that will create the link for you automatically. Quite a quick way of doing that, dragging and dropping. But with this preview pane, which you'll see in many grid-like displays in GoldMine to preview more information about that record or this record type. So specifically, we're on the links tab here. This is where we can display these different file types without leaving GoldMine. So this is a PDF file, but there could be other file types as well. So in this file column here, we can see the actual file name extension. So it's just associating, GoldMine is just leveraging the application that's associated with that file type. So it could be images, for example. It could also be, apart from PDFs and images, it could also be Word documents and Excel files. Now, if you do choose Word or Excel, you may need to be a little bit patient if Word isn't running in the background. So Word is not running on my machine, but this is associated the Word application with this. So we can see live in GoldMine all of that information in there. So very useful to display that live those live document types. Now, the file types that you're displaying here are determined in the configuration of GoldMine. So your administrator, the person that looks after your GoldMine system, typically, if there's a few of you using GoldMine, you'll have one person that will be normally managing these options, and we'll be able to control fundamental things like these file types. But I can go to my tools menu here, down to configure, and then down to system settings. And I've got the preview tab here. This is where we can define all of those different file types that we want to display on that preview window. So this is pretty much default GoldMine. All the normal suspects are here, but you can create your own as well. So if you wanted to maybe display Outlook files or an iCal file, you could click that there, and that will then enable that file type to be shown. Just be a little bit careful to make sure that we may not, there may be some weird file types that may not be appropriate to GoldMine, but certainly the main ones are there. Excel, Word, all the Office files, image files, and PDFs. So there we are, the document preview feature in GoldMine. That will incidentally work on the documents when you're viewing documents as well. So if you want to view in your document management center, if you want to view Word documents, Excel files before you use them or print them, that can be displayed in there also. So if you've got any questions around this feature, please pop that into the question box, those listening live. If you're watching a recording of this, please drop that into comments or email us. Our contact details will shortly displayed at the end. So a question from Emil. What's the easiest way of getting attachments from emails onto the links tab? Well, there is in your option, there are in your options, your email options on the retrieval tab, I believe. In there, there's a little tick box for making a linked document reference to these attachments. And the normal folder these attachments would go into as well. Be a little bit careful with that, because from some email systems, there may be, when some emails have, say, lots of icons for social media links, that can be held as separate attachments on an email, and GoldMine might interpret that as, so if there were 5 icons, that would be 5 links on that links tab. So yes, it can do it, but just be a bit careful. You could also use email rules to filter that out. And certainly you've seen on the preview pane there to prevent the preview of certain file types as well that may be irrelevant. So the answer to your question is yes, in your options. Leah, can you prevent certain file types from being stored? No, you can't. You can't stop a user if a user wants to create a link to a document, some file from the links tab. You can't prevent that, but obviously you've got that preview, so you wouldn't be able to launch that application or do any damage to it. So in a way, sort of, but if a user wants to create a link to a document, if they've got that contact, they can see that contact record, they'll be able to create that link. Right, thanks very much for those questions. So latest news as of mid-December 2020. So all our training is online at the moment. If you've got any requirements for GoldMine training, please contact us. We'd be happy to discuss your requirements. The latest release of GoldMine is 2020.1. This has some important email security implementations within it. The only way of getting upgrades is through the annual maintenance for GoldMine. So please contact us for details on that. This is a low-cost annual subscription so that you can get all the latest versions of GoldMine available for you. And every year there's a good handful of updates and upgrades that come out from GoldMine. So the latest one then is 2020.1. Contact us for details on maintenance. There are some special deals in December 2020. So that's it, me done. Thanks very much for watching. My name is Tim Wilmot. Please email any suggestions you've got for future GoldMine topics like this. We'd be happy to hear from you. tim@wizard-systems.com. There's all of our other contact details. Thanks very much. Catch up with you next time, probably now in January 2021. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.